Hey everyone! So today I'm going to be reading another scary Reddit story. This one is by the user, oh my god, what is it called? The world ended in July of 1999. And this is by the Reddit No Sleep, but the original poster was Rhaegar. So I'm just going to be reading this for you guys. So yeah. This one I saw a couple of days ago and it really caught my eye. I'll link it in the description down below so you guys can follow along. And yeah, so this is just part one of the story. I hope you guys enjoy. The following is an email chain between my mother and myself. I am not sure what is going on, and I am sending this out to the world in an effort to find someone that may be able to shed light on what I have begun to uncover. To AnnMurphy@gmail.com from me@gmail.com, May 19th, 2019, 11:42 p.m. Hey Mom, I hope you and Dad are doing well. I would call, but the cell service is spotty and the Wi-Fi isn't great either. I thought it would be easier to email. I just got to the trailer I am going to be living in for the next 6 months. We won a huge contracting bid to help with the construction of a new ski resort about 4 miles from Jackson, Wyoming. It's beautiful here. I'll be sure to take lots of pictures. Talk to you soon, Jeff. To me@gmail.com from AnnMurphy@gmail.com, May 20th, 2019 at 7:42 a.m. Jeff, so glad to hear from you. I messed up. Jeff, so glad to hear from you. Your father and I are so happy about the job. Congrats. We are doing well. Dad has been under the weather, but is feeling better. We had a wonderful dinner with the neighbors last night. They were all asking about you. I am very jealous that you get to spend the summer in Wyoming. Remember the vacation when we all went to Yellowstone? Good times. Love you, Mom. To AnnMurphy@gmail.com from me@gmail.com, May 20th, 2019 at 8:17 p.m. Mom, I'm glad that Dad is feeling better. I remember when you all went to Yellowstone, LOL. It was in 1999, right? I went to summer camp that year. God, it was so awful. All of those kids went missing and Grandpa Joe picked me up. I stayed with him until you guys flew home. Camp Castlewood pretty much scarred my formative years. Remind me to never send my kids to summer camp. Talk soon, Jeff. To me@gmail.com from AnnMurphy@gmail.com, May 21st, 2019, 9:23 a.m. Jeffrey, honey, are you feeling okay? I have plenty of pictures of you on the Yellowstone trip with us. Remember when that bison bumped into the rental car and nearly gave your father a heart attack? You were only 8 years old back then. Maybe you're thinking of someone you watched on TV? You and your imagination. You always wanted to go to summer camp, but we never sent you. Your dad helped me attach a picture to this email. It's all of us standing by Old Faithful. Maybe that will help you remember. Love you, Mom. There it was. A picture of my family and me standing in front of the iconic geyser. I looked at my 8-year-old self and felt sick. There was even a watermark date in the corner of the old photo. July 10th, 1999. I thought back to July 1999. I remember Camp Castlewood so vividly. The long drive to the middle of nowhere, Missouri, fishing, swimming to the lake, shooting arrows, and taking long hikes. And then things started to get weird. I was just a child, but I remember being uncomfortable around the counselors. They talked about how special we were and how the summer would change the universe. They always said that word, universe. At night, they would give us lectures about outer space and would tell us that Camp Castlewood was built just for us and that we were destined to be here. The counselors would even give us religious sessions. I went to Catholic school, but I remember the lessons sounding strange compared to the usual ones I had heard in church. Even their Bible was odd. It looked way too big and had symbols I had never seen before. I made a good friend that summer. His name was Nick. Nick and I had a lot in common and bonded quickly over our mutual love of Nintendo 64. After some of the kids started going missing, Nick convinced me to sneak in and call Grandpa Joe from the phone in the counselor's office. He picked me and Nick up a few hours later and took us back home. I had wondered how Grandpa Joe got to Camp Castlewood so quickly, and he said that he got my call 2 days ago. I remembered my mom saying that Grandpa Joe got confused sometimes, so I didn't question it. He passed away a few years later. I was fortunate enough to find Nick on social media. Below is my conversation with him. May 24th, 2019, 12:12 a.m. Hi Nick, my name is Jeff. I know this may sound a little strange, but I believe you and I went to the same summer camp in July of 1999. It was in southern... M.O. What state is M.O.? Hold on, we gotta Google this because I'm so bad at states. I think it's Missouri. Yep, it's Missouri. Okay. Sorry. It was in southern Missouri. Again, I apologize for how bizarre this sounds, but I was hoping you could let me know if you remember it at all. I may have the year mixed up, but for some reason, my parents do not recall the camp even existing. May 24th, 2019, 2:07 a.m. Jeff, I am sorry, but I think you have the wrong person. I never went to camp as a child. My family and I went to Disney World that year. I don't really like talking on this site. Would you mind sending me your email in case I remember something? Thank you. Nick@gmail.com. Initially, I was put off by the response and assumed that I had not found the Nick I was looking for. That was until a few days later when I went back to the conversation and noticed how strange the punctuation was in his response. The letters he chose capitalized that spelled out Castlewood. Okay, so I should go back and note, in case you aren't following along, that in the message that Nick had sent to Jeff, there were some letters that he had capitalized and some that he didn't. I didn't say anything because I thought, some people type like that when they're trying to get a point across. So apparently that was a thing. And that the letters he had capitalized spelled out Castlewood, name of the camp. That's kind of creepy. Okay. So my head was spinning, attempting to comprehend the situation. I second-guessed myself, trying to find the necessary pieces that would display my ignorance. I was surely getting my years mixed up. My parents were in their 60s now. Maybe they were confused. I sat and debated my inner monologue for a half hour or so before sending Nick an email. To nickb@gmail.com, from me@gmail.com, May 26, 2019, 11:42 p.m. Nick, I saw your message. So you remember Camp Castlewood? Me@gmail.com, from nickb@gmail.com, May 26th, 2019, 11:51 p.m. Are you using VPN? nickb@gmail.com, from me@gmail.com, May 27th, 2019, 12:18 a.m. Yeah, I always use one. Me@gmail.com, from nickb@gmail.com, May 27th, 2019, 1:13 a.m. I remember it all. The lectures, the agenda, and your grandfather saving us from that hell. Everything. You're not the first person to reach out to me about the events that took place at Camp Castlewood in 1999. Let me guess. Your family has evidence you were somewhere else in July of 99, right? Jeff, what if I were to tell you that we were at Camp Castlewood and somewhere else simultaneously? I know it doesn't make sense, but I have reason to believe that there was a split, and I can prove it. So that is where part 1 ends. So we will read part 2 in a separate video because it is up, which I will film later on today. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys are thinking down below. This is definitely a very intriguing story. I have goosebumps because I don't like that. That's so weird. That and he was like, are you using VPN, as if somebody's tracking their internet? Because if you don't know what VPN is, it secures your internet so nobody can hack you. So that's kind of crazy. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Please hit that like button and subscribe down below. Bye!